still watching Morning Live here on SABC2 and of course SABC News Channel 404. Now, the inaugural Buyelekhaya Fashion Show, which will be held on the 16th of December at Orient Theatre in East London. Last month, the fashion development workshop for the aspiring young fashion designers as well as students was held to select the top 8. The selected 8 have been mentored by top South African fashion designers like David Tlale. And David joins us now with one of the entrants, Sindi. Good morning to both of you and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through. Now, David, let's start with you. Take us through the process of selecting the 8.
So the process has been quite involved. First of all, the designers went through submitting their entries, which is their storyboards, their mini resumes, and we then had a workshop out in East London, and then just give them a gist of what we do as fashion industry, and then from there we went through elimination from top 30 to top 12, and then we selected the 8. So before we selected the 8, each one of the top 12 or 15 had to come in for interviews to tell us about themselves, where they see themselves in the future, what do they really want out of this fashion industry. So it was not just based on storyboards and how great you are on your sketches.
They had to sell themselves.
They had to sell themselves,
yeah.
and we had to make sure that we're selecting the right candidates, because more than anything else, it's the brand of Buyelekhaya and the brand of the FP&M Sita around it. And also, as a brand, David Tlale, we also partnering with Buyelekhaya. It's quite key that we seen as doing the right thing, and also being them to be mentored by Thula, Sindi has been really phenomenal for them.
Yeah. Talk to us about the experience, Sindi. How was the journey like?
Oh, it's been amazing.
I can imagine.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot from these guys. Just going into their studios, just seeing how they do things, because we're still aspiring, trying to get into this industry, and they have made it. And the amazing thing is we've seen that they're human. They went through the same challenges that we went through as designers, and they've made it. They're
so
doing
you got inspired.
We are so inspired to dream again, to dream big. What David Tlale has this mood boards,
visual
boards in his office. He has plans, his dreams. For 2020 already, he's
got plans for 2020.
He's got plans for 2020.
Yeah.
So it's so amazing. It's so inspiring.
Yeah. But in terms of potential, David, I know but talk to us about the potential that you spotted during the program.
The potential out of East London is really great, because you see designers who are hungry and who are trying to really do the best out of whatever they have. But because I've been doing this for a long time, I've got the program called The Intern by David Tlale.
Yeah.
So looking for potential becomes quite easy, because you can see this person is ready, this person is hungry, this person is just a wannabe, just want to be in the industry for the glitz and glamour. But it's very interesting having to go through to a different province and find talent, and talent that has never been tapped into, never been really exposed to all that we do out here in Gauteng. So it's quite interesting to see raw talent, because I believe those are the people that are going to move the fashion industry forward.
True.
And also that are going to take on from us and the previous generations and the generations to come, to say fashion is not just runway, but it is business. You can build a business, you can be an entrepreneur, you can hire people, you will be part of the journey of resuscitating the clothing and textile industry, and beyond anything else, become a brand that can sell locally and globally.
All right. But was there perhaps a theme for the workshop? I know, though, that the fashion show pays tribute to African art forms.
Yes.
Was there a theme?
Yes. The theme is going back to our roots. So we're going back to our roots, designing ethnic clothing. So it's quite interesting. Like the dress that I'm wearing today.
Okay.
So
nice
with
dress,
that
by the way.
Thank you. Well, I made it myself, of course.
Okay.
I had to say that.
So what is going to happen next, David? Now that they've participated in this workshop, are they perhaps going to be absorbed under your name?
So what happens now, the journey is tomorrow they finish their learnership with Thula, and then they head back to Eastern Cape next week Thursday. we still have a 2-day workshop with them on the 14th and the 15th, and just to take them through the processes of quality control, fit, hair and makeup, selection of music. They will be working with an amazing show producer, Andy Somangliwa, and then on the 16th they showcase, and then I believe on the 16th then we select the top 3. I always say watch the space, because you never know who's watching. And I think also just because they're going to be exposed on the national platform now, some designers will be absorbed by some people.
The likes of some people sitting next to me.
I am not saying anything. I am not putting anything out there, but yeah.
But thank you so much, guys, for your time. Thank you so much, and good luck, of course, for the 16th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
very much. There you have it. We're speaking to a well-known fashion designer, David Tlale, as well as one of the entrants to this fashion show, Sindi Dani, talking to us about the fashion show that will take place at Orient Theatre in East London on the 16th of December. All right, it's time for your sport update.